Yo, 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 yo. Friday fix. Psych. I lied. Monday fix. Excuse me. Battle rap fix. Excuse me. Still getting used to it. I'm just going to start calling it the fix. It's something. Welcome to the battle rap fix, man. Nico should be joining us shortly. We here. I see Scales was in here early talking about we got to wait 30 minutes. Well, the wait is over, man. We here. the wait is over. What's good? What's good? Terrell, let's go. See you, buddy. So we gonna talk about that. Unfortunately, we're gonna get into that. I don't want to because I'm just like some of the reactions of it from people, certain people, I expect a little more from, but that's neither here nor there. So it is what it is. Fresh, what up? Fresh, what's good? What's good? What's good? Hey, mama, what up, though? A few things before we get like right into it, because I'm gonna have a lot to say on TTP Uncut. Right on TTP Uncut. If you haven't subscribed, if you haven't subscribed to TTP Uncut on Spotify, please do. It's Spotify exclusives. You get like unreleased content, behind the scenes content about just the ins and outs of battle rap stories and all type of stuff like that. So that's on Spotify. Salute to those. We got, I think we're in double digits now with subscribers, I believe. So that's dope. So shout out to y'all. Um RBE do have Max Out coming up, and I will say, just like how I did a pre-show for Summer Madness, I will be doing a pre-show the day of for Max Out. It's gonna be a pre-show pull-up where the StreamYard link will be in the chat for anyone to pull up, battlers, fans, media, whoever wants to pull up and give their final, you know what I'm saying, remarks and things like that is going to be available. All right. And I'm going to be doing the predictions there. You know what I'm saying? So I think uh I think that's about it as far as the announcements and things like that. Um Yeah. Oh, and fantasy football, man. We still need a couple more people. All of y'all, I thought the battle rap community was heavy in the sports, man. Where my fantasy football players at, man? We doing $25 play in. We got like maybe 5 slots left, I think. 5 slots left. So if you down to play some fantasy football on the ESPN app, man, just let me know. Like I said, $25. Winner takes all. We ain't doing first place, second place, third place. Because if you ain't first, you last. So first place getting all the cash. And Ref is the reigning champ. And we got to get Ref out of here. Ref been having a good run, man. His boy Fonz did well, and he winning. You know what I'm saying? Won fantasy last season. We can't have that. So that's all I got to say about all that, man. We can get into um Summer Madness, man. We can get into that. Let me read some of you guys' comments. I missed some of it. Poncho in the building. So said y'all called me crazy for thinking Ace, Nitty and Ace will be battle tonight. I owe you an apology, a little bit, kind of. I don't think I said you were crazy. I just think I said, and this is the thing, y'all. Afterwards, y'all be adding on, y'all be adding sauce to whatever y'all said. I don't think I said you were like, yo, that's crazy. I don't think that, because I like that. I like that battle on paper. I just thought Nitty will win every round pretty comfortably. I think I said that. I don't recall saying I thought you was. I thought people were crazy for picking like DNA and Jerry West with me in battle at night. Somebody who picked anybody who picked that I thought was a little loony. But no, not Ace and not Ace and Rum. I just had Fonz and Suge me in battle tonight. I was confident that it would either be Fonz versus Suge or Rock versus Av. And just wasn't the case. It just wasn't the case. Speaking of fines and Suge, we see ref with the fines 30. Was it a 30? Y'all got that as a 30? I successfully predicted 3-0 chance in Bulls, but Ledge called. Hey, I told you listen. I can't take credit for that actually. Well, I am taking I can actually. Cause I was going to say it, but Gina just beat me to the punch. Me and her be on the same weird wavelength sometimes. I was definitely headed there, and she just I was going to have a setup with it. She's more direct than me. She was just like, he gonna say nigga. I was like, damn, can I get my bar off? But I was, that's why I had to rap it. I felt like he was gonna, rap. He didn't even rap it in a slick way. He just that shit was crazy, bro. That we gonna get into that. I'm waiting on Nico because Goose said like he want to hear from the voice of the West, and I agree with that. You know, Diz is considered by many the West Coast GOAT of battle rap. The history of battle rap in the West, it starts and ends with Diz. I want to hear from the media side what the voice of the West thinks about this. You know? Well, I think I know what he's going to say, but I know the people want to hear from him too. So that's very important. You say I thought Poncho was crazy for picking Jerry, but he was right. Credit to Poncho. Poncho got that. He called that correctly, man. Hey, every once in a blue. Hey, what up, Polo? Polo in the building. PPR league. Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. You said ref coming here feeling good. Yeah, ref. Hey, ref. Hey, he can swag it out, yo. Hey, I can't be mad at him. I can't be mad at him. Fonz did what he had to do. He did what he had to do. I can't be mad at him. I can't be mad at him. Safe travels on the airport, ref. Nothing but love, bro. Nothing but love. Pancho said he had it more like Fonz 2-1. But the long as the consensus is he won. Like I hope Suge ain't somewhere being delusional, thinking he won that battle because that damn show wasn't the case. Like he better not be doing that. He better take his L with a sense of pride like DNA did. All right, that's what he better take that L with a sense of pride like DNA did. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, you did bet Flavor money on the prediction show on the pre-show. Flavor, wherever you at, Pancho got the cash app. Hit him up. Hit him up. Goose said, I value the opinion of the voice of the West, so I'm just curious. No, in respect, I uh I respect that. Because when you got somebody who's representing the region like Nico is, and this ain't just no regular guy that's representing the West either. This is Dizaster. So it definitely warrants a conversation. It warrants a conversation. You said where Jerry West from, East Coast or West? Jerry's from Brooklyn. Jerry from Brooklyn, man. What we doing? What we doing? What you mean? Where you from? Oh yeah, you is the only one who bought a Western Conference. Yo, I'm glad you brought that up. Remind me if I'm ever in Discord on the West Coast, on the West, the wherever that show is that Nico got the West to watch or West Radio. I'm a bomb on him for not supporting for sure. Polo, let's do it, man. I got you. I'll DM you on Instagram for the with the info. I'll DM you on Instagram, man. We definitely need some real people that's gonna take it serious, man. John. Hey Gina, what up though? Yo, John the Donathan versus T Thompson. Jonathan versus Thompson was really bad, man. I really left the computer screen. I really left to go do other things during towards the end of that battle. Like you wanna stick it out and try to be like maybe maybe a line may shake the room and it may change the energy. Bruh, I could not. I could not. I couldn't deal with it. Like these niggas was talking about more baby mamas than a Tyler Perry movie, dog. It was more baby mama talk than a Tyler Perry movie, bro. That shit was outrageous, man. You need to rewatch. I need to rewatch. Rewatch what? John and T Top.
What's wrong with y'all niggas? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
Can't believe it. I need to rewatch it. Why you want to put me through something like that? I don't want to rewatch that battle. I'm good. I'm all the way good. You rewatch you rewatched the battle 3 times? Are you okay over there? Should we have a sit down? Is this something you want to talk to us about? You watched no, ain't no way you rewatched John and Don versus T Top. Ain't no way you watched Jonathan versus Thompson over again 3 times. Did you catch some bars I ain't catch? And that's crazy. Wait, y'all actually got a winner in that battle? I really don't. I really flip a coin. I don't know who. I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, no, that's my man Don motherfucking Wine in here. What shout to Don Wine. Hope all is well, bro. You said they said it was close. Top lost clear. I don't think there was. You think I don't. I from what I remember, I don't feel like there was no clear winner in that battle. Ain't no clear winner in that battle. So I don't know. Poncho said T Top still lost. Man, I hate that battle. I absolutely hate that battle. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I hate that battle so much. With a lot I hate that battle with a passion. Like I hate that battle. It was just very gossipy. I told you, man, like T Top is getting into this angle bag where it's just it felt like T Top versus Swamp. Where it was just like a whole bunch of receipts from Facebook. That's what it felt like. It felt like the Swamp battle where he was pulling receipts from Facebook. Like I just don't like it, man. It's very catty. So they had some John and T Top had some very catty angles. Like I don't know. I don't know how many. I don't know. They should have called SM13 BM13, man. They turned that shit. T Top and John turned that shit to baby mama madness and shit. Baby mama madness 13, bro. That's just that shit was BMM 13, bro. I couldn't fuck with it. I refuse. I refuse. Melly. What up, Melly? Yeah, I can't. My man said I don't trust T Top. He raps the same every battle. It's starting to become repetitive, Royster. It's starting to become repetitive for sure. For sure. I agree with that. It's definitely I feel like I'm watching the same T Top battles over and over. It's almost like, you know, yeah. Um, yeah, I'm not with it, man. I'm not with it. I can't I can't deal with it, bro. I cannot deal with it. I'm trying. I'm trying, but it's tough. It's tough. What my man say? TMZ versus Chatty Patty the dog. Yeah, for sure. For sure. The on. Yeah, I can't. I'm let me leave that battle alone. Let me move on. DNA and Jerry. I'm gonna shout out Jerry West. Like I said, I owe Jerry West an apology. Oh, I definitely missed the drug dealing T Top now. See, now I agree with Nico. I remember when Nico was saying that, like the drug dealing Nico, the drug not drug dealing Nico, although you know that nigga probably been slanging. But the drug dealing T Top was a different vibe, a different energy. I'm starting to as this nigga pop up when I'm giving him a compliment, I'm starting to see it his way a little bit. That T Top was a little more consistent and a little more entertaining before he became heavy into angles. Like I don't know when that I can't remember when that change occurred, but he's definitely been missing. He at first it was like here goes some hits, here goes some misses. He's been missing. Like is that battle was rat water, man. That's a rat water battle, man. I can't do anything with that. But Nico's in the building, the undisputed voice of the West. Glad you could join us, sir. People been waiting on you.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, you good, brother. Good. Look at
There we go. There we go. Hey, this is on me, man. My apologies. Wi-Fi going crazy over here, so I had to get a couple resets cracking, get everything
yeah,
right. But I'm here, man. My apologies for the tardiness, y'all. I'm here.
yeah. It's all good. Yeah, Goose, in particular, wanted to say he values your opinion. He values the opinion of Voice of the West. So he's just curious on his thoughts. You know
Appreciate
what
it.
I'm saying?
Appreciate it.
So
Thought about what? Because there's a couple things to talk about. I mean, for what you told me, there's like a couple things.
yeah, we gonna get right into it, but I ain't gonna waste no time, man. We some busy people this time
All right.
year, man.
Hidden
So
gang, what up? We in here.
shout out to Hidden Gang. Summer Madness took place as we was talking about last night on a Sunday, which I thought was terrible. Especially if you're gonna start the event at 4 p.m. a little after 4 with 7 battles, knowing that you're gonna need ample time for intermission breaks, plugging in commercials, getting a whole bunch of entourage on and off stage. 4 p.m. It really started around closer to 4:30, if I'm not mistaken. Last battle ended around 11ish, if I'm not mistaken. So we're talking about 7 hours. I feel bad for the people who attended because what doors open at 1 or 2. I'm assuming to get everybody there. Like that's a long fucking time to be standing. But that's neither here nor there. The topic at hand is disaster, man. That we gonna get right to it. Being the voice of the West.
Let me get this out of the way. First, I am not supposed to be here today.
No, we go we go talk about it.
Well, it was fun.
Not anymore, though, is it? Is it?
No, not by
No, it's not fun anymore.
No.
Not even a little.
Hey man. They got it. They got it. Shout out to Wave. Shout out to Wave repping the Hidden Game. Um, you heard the clip I asked you earlier. Did you hear it? I didn't ask for any thoughts on it after you told me you heard it. That's all I needed to know. This is his second time on record dropping the N bomb. Now his whole thing was
Okay.
from that I've heard. I heard it against a Hollow in that battle, in the surprise battle, and then he threat. You know he
got away with it, but he ain't get away with it. So neither are you.
So and then afterwards, Marv interviewed him, and he said, "Yeah, I'm gonna say it ain't no, nobody gonna do nothing about it. And nobody did nothing about it. Nobody did a damn thing about it." He says he was trying to tell a story about calling Peckerwoods, right? So he started off by trying to offend white people because white people don't like that being called Peckerwoods. So he called them Peckerwoods. He called them Doom Coon, whatever, right? and he says the term translation that's a saying nigga, and he goes into Real Sick's face when he says it real aggressively, looks at the crowd and said, yeah, I said it. He prefaced it by saying, I'm gonna really get booed for this coming up. Like he said a disclaimer and everything, like, you know. So, and what was funny was Real Sick dared him in the first round. Like, I dare you to say it here. And sure enough, in the third round, he said he drops the N-bomb. He was trying to fight to get the round out. At the end, the crowd booed him ferociously. Booed him, tried to boo him off the stage. Smack calls time, makes him and Sick shake hands and goes to the next battle. Your thoughts on this, or should I read his comments afterwards? Would you want me to read his comments? Oh, this nigga quiet. I was a little worried. I don't know this thing. All right, I'm gonna read his comments. The first one, just in case, I know y'all can see the tweets, but if for those who are like doing other things and aren't looking at the screen, I'll read it. All right. Apparently, everyone thinks I said the N-word on stage or called Sick a saying nigga, which is far from the truth. What the fuck I said, I was called that when I first came to America, and I was trying to tell a story. The crowd wasn't even paying attention, so they probably just heard that part. First of all, I think it's crazy that you done said the word nigga, and on your tweet you want to like.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
And on your tweet, you want to censor it all of a sudden. He goes on, though. He goes on and says this recently. This was 2 hours ago. Reality is everyone acting mad when barely anyone is really upset. It's just another opportunity for people who've been wanting to go off on me. Even the crowd wasn't mad. They were just being childish. When I walked off, everyone was cool with it. Nobody even had an issue. Also, I you know, look who I'm looking at who liked the comment. I even noticed that Yoshi G liked the comment above the little heart. I don't know who Young EEK is, but that's wild. But yeah. So that's it. That's all I got. He said it. He's kind of like doubling down that he don't really feel like it was a big deal. I'm sure he's got the license from everyone to say it whenever he feels he should say it. Well, what are your thoughts, man? And what are your thoughts too on URL? Like if they were to book him again and things like that, people want to know from a URL perspective, what should they do, or should they be ridiculed if they allow him back on their platform? All of that. Nigga! You got the floor.
All right. Well,
you need ISO? You need ISO cam?
No. I do not need an ISO cam because this is an interactive show. This is not just the Nico TV show. This is the Battle Rap Fix. You know what I'm saying? Best battle rap show in the world, by the way.
For sure.
So what was the first? I'm gonna go by your question. Set me up so I can really make sure I'm answering everything that needs to be answered, because I have an overview of the clip I saw, but what's the specifics that you want me to get to? Let me get the specifics. I just want to miss anything.
Listen. I know you've heard. First of all, you're from the West. Let's all, because this is going to matter. You being from the West,
Sacramento, Oak Park,
and you have had conversations with me before, telling me that the West is like a whole. They treat that word a little bit differently than other regions based on the difference in ethnicities and things like that. I remember Cali Smooth is another guy who people felt the way about saying it on Bags and Bodies recently. What's funny is I remember, that's been going around. There's been some battlers who was in the house with him, particularly women, black women, who was like, yo, because they unfamiliar with him, like Eon, like a lot of these new black women, they were upset hearing him like, yo, they came on Twitter like, yo, is Cali Smooth black? Like, why is he saying nigga so free? And what's funny is Cali Smooth was the one in your Discord kind of trying to rationalize when Diz said nigga the first time. So about it's the West and he's actually of African descent. All of this. I just want to know, are you personally okay with him saying it?
That curveball you threw in there, just a little extra little curve in the direction of the pitch just now, mentioning the sisters in that house. There's already been enough drama with sisters in that particular Bags and Bodies house. That's a whole nother topic.
Yeah, that's another topic.
I'm gonna leave them alone because there's a lot that could be said on that. A lot.
Focus. Yeah. I just want you to
give me the first alley-oop. What's the first alley-oop?
The first alley-oop is, are you okay with him saying it? If you was a league owner, would he be back on your platform? Should he be back on URL?
Am I okay with him saying it?
No. How do you feel when you heard him say it? What was your initial reaction?
When I heard him say it?
Yeah. And hold on, here go another part. One part. Does the context of him trying to tell a story about, I was saying that's what they said to me, does that make it okay for him to say on Summer Madness?
I mean, if y'all looking at me to say whether it's okay or it's not okay, I'm not the morality police. All right, I'm just throw that out there now. What I've learned about battle rap culture, especially in the last few years, and Les, you know this, I've been outside, really outside with the people, fighting for us in the communities, doing a lot of work, Ledge. And you know who I see more than us outside is other races. Does that give them a pass to say some foul? No. Do they get a nigga pass? No. However, what I've learned about people in general is that there's only one race of people universally that we care about that says nigga, and that's white folk. Is Diz a white man? No. As he says, he's a sand nigga. He says he's some type of Persian. I don't know what he is. Some type of Middle Eastern descent, right? This will be my thing with battle rap. I'm not here to tell you whether you should be mad at it. If you're mad at it, be mad at it. If you're not mad at it, don't be mad at it. I just don't like picking and choosing. I despise, more than I despise some other race saying nigga, I despise black folk that pick and choose when they want to be on some real shit and when they just want to be on some niggatry. I despise that even more because picking and choosing sides is why we're still in the fucked up position we are today, where you get some niggas who are quote unquote woke, quote unquote activists, quote unquote the Umar Johnsons, Tariq Nasheeds. You get these hardcore brothers, the brothers who really put in that work, the Marcus Garvey, you get them type of niggas. Then you get the Al Sharptons. This is why we have that. It's because it's too fucking divisive. You pick and choose too much. If you got a problem with this saying nigga, I'm not here to tell you that you're wrong. I'm not here to tell you you're wrong. What I would say though, is you should have a problem with every person that is not black. And when I say black, I mean black, not mixed, black.
But do you think this is like a particular
because
time
it's too much picking and choose? No, to me, when I heard him say it, my first thought process when he said it was, oh damn, he bold for saying that in front of URL, but shit, they didn't allow Moneybags, who was a pure white man. No Puerto Rican, no Dominican, no Latin, a pure white man get on stage in front of smacking everybody else and call black people niggas. And y'all didn't say nothing to him because y'all let Team Hami and all them niggas pump the culture and say, nah, we let our niggas say whatever the fuck we want to say. He want us. He grew up in the hood. He want us. And niggas like that shit get straight through customs. And that's a fucking fact. You can go and look at the fucking files on it. It's still on YouTube to this day. Y'all let them niggas punch through that immediately. So my thing is that I have more of an issue with people picking and choosing. If it wasn't a problem for you, then don't make it a problem now. That would be my take. Unless you've gone through some type of awakening and some type of evolution where now you are no longer what you once were, and now you are, in tune with what is and shouldn't be happening. I don't want to hear shit. I don't, because what I care about more than I care about what people saying, I care about the work that gets done. What I see with Diz is somebody who called everybody's bluff. That's what I seen. And that's how I took it. Everybody said he said that to Marv One over there on King of the Dot. That's that white league over there, the white boys over there. Niggas over there ain't cut like that. The niggas ain't gonna say nothing to him like that. So he went over to URL, and if he says he told a story, I don't care if he told a story or if he said it about real sick. He went over there and said nigga. And according to him, put his tweet back on the screen, Ledge. He said what? Nobody in the building. Nobody even had an issue. So who's over there on URL? Who was there? I mean, we know who was on the card. We know who was hosting. But again, B-Dot said this shit years ago. What did he say? Beasley said he had a problem with Diz saying nigga. That's what he told us, but let's expose this. Because I was like, oh, that's wild. I guess as long as you getting money bags, you allow a white boy to say nigga in front of an all-black crowd. I'm paraphrasing. B-Dot said this shit in 2017.
That's true.
If it was an issue then, Diz wouldn't have been on that card. So it's comical to me that any league would even say that they have a problem with it. Because if you personally have a problem with it, I don't care about your business. You could book anybody.
Okay, so I see what you're talking about from a league standpoint. They will be hypocritical to be. So I was lost. I'm like, oh, you're answering in the perspective as the league owner because I asked
because you said my perspective, the league's perspective, and then and is it right or wrong? And I'm saying the right or wrong portion. I'm not the morality. There are some people. I grew up in the hood. I'm very familiar. When I was in my teens, there were people Mexicans a lot in California. I don't know how it is where y'all from. In California, Mexicans say nigga. And
well, yeah,
if y'all not familiar with the black and brown and that dynamic and how them politics is, you wouldn't know whether they really cool with you or not if when they say nigga, if they saying nigga, like they calling you one for real, or if it's just something that they saying to say what's good. Yeah. It's real like that out here. So again, I've grown up in that. I've seen that. Now, once I got older, once I got to a place where I'm like, man, I'm not in the streets no more. Nigga, you know, some grown shit. Do I have a problem with somebody on their own away from me saying nigga? Nah. But if they say it amongst me in my presence, yeah, I'll check the shit. Because I don't feel like
I mean, that's what I'm asking. I'm asking if you had your own league and he said that on your league.
I mean, to be honest, but this is my point. He's not getting booked if I have a real problem with it. I'm not waiting for him to get booked on my league and then say it. He's already said it in the past.
So that's my question. So that's what I'm saying. So that's why I brought up that he said it already. So if you had your own league, you wouldn't even book this, is what you're saying.
I wouldn't. It wouldn't even because when he said it before, did he apologize? Did he make anything?
He didn't. He did not.
Okay, so he didn't say shit. Okay, cool. So my thing would be you shouldn't have booked him in the first place.
So I agree with that.
So automatically smack Beasley, Chico, and whoever else is on staff. None of y'all can say nothing. None of y'all can have any outrage about that because y'all booked him knowing that he said this shit before and didn't apologize for it. That's the first thing.
I do agree with that.
That's the first thing. So you already had the league. You have nothing to say. Now the crowd.
To be real, I don't even think they care. Which is sad.
I don't think they care either. But
which is sad. I don't think they care.
For the sake of conversation, because ARP doesn't care. None of these leagues care. Moneybag's been over there saying nigga a million times.
No,
this again, I can't. It doesn't process with me anybody having any type of outrage. Jim's been booked. I've seen people who are not black get on other leagues, Chrome, RBE, Bullpen, iBattle. I've seen it on so many platforms to me where it's just like, bro, if you're going to pick and choose, I can't respect it. Draw the line 100% or don't draw a line at all. That'd be my issue with people.
I agree with that.
So on a league perspective, that is what it is.
We came full circle. All right, I was like, where are you going with this?
No. For me personally, I've gotten to the point in my life where if you're saying it around me and I don't fuck with it, I'm gonna check it. Hey, watch your mouth. Hey,
we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that.
Now we gotta get down because we're gonna get down. Fuck it. It is what it is. A fade. But you talking about him saying it on camera, it didn't have no effect to me other than thinking, oh damn, there's Botn. He said in front of all them niggas. And I remember in the past, y'all been saying this for the last 8 years. If Diz come over to URL saying nigga, he ain't gonna make it out the venue. I remember
that too.
Tweet. I remember the vlogs. Y'all niggas been saying for years, if Diz brought that shit to URLTV.tv, that nigga not making it back to the West.
Y'all
And I'm
definitely
pretty sure the nigga gonna be back in the West either today or tomorrow. So
yeah, there's definitely
the topic isn't something I can even take serious from people in this culture. I can't really take it serious because I've seen picking and choosing. I've seen it. One minute, a nigga will say, "Oh, this nigga about the culture, get him up out of here." The next minute, "Oh man, he done brought some great content to the culture, man. Man, I forgive him." I seen this shit, bro. I seen this shit too much. If Diz went out there, if Diz go in his next battle and he has an all-time performance, legendary performance, guess what? All them people who saying about him saying "sand nigga," them same people, man, Diz was wilding. Yo, Diz was going crazy. And my question would be, why are you watching a Dizaster battle? And look, this goes for everybody. There's somebody in the chat who says, "Hey, I do not fuck with Dizaster for saying that." Then my response would be, regardless of who Dizaster battles, you should never be watching another Diz battle again. I don't care who he battles. I don't care if your favorite battle rapper is battling him. You are not going to watch the battle because this is a part of it. You're not going to support that. That's how I am, bro. You're gonna draw a 100 line. Stand on it. Stand on business.
I think our supporters stand on so.
No. I'm not saying that they don't. I'm just saying in a general sense, you got to stand on business. If you're gonna say something and try to walk the 100 line, you need to be that at all times. Don't pick and choose when it benefits you because your favorite battle rapper rapping or your favorite league got something going on or everybody's talking about it and you don't want to be left out. You gonna stand on it or not? So with Diz saying it, bro, honestly, I thought, and I'm just going to keep it real, bro. I didn't watch the battle, but the clips I seen of Diz, they was okay. He wasn't wilding. He wasn't fire. To me, it was, I don't even care about the battle. Him saying nigga or not just so happened to be the most noteworthy thing because everybody's like, "Oh my God, Diz actually said nigga on URL."
No, his rounds were terrible.
Nobody, bro, I'm saying that's why that's getting talked about. But I just to me, bro, I don't know, bro. I'm just like, bro, it's to me, if you had the one-on-one interaction with him and he said it around you and you didn't like it, stand on business and catch that fade. And if you're not willing to go there with it, shut the fuck up. That's my opinion.
I agree with that.
To me, I've been around Diz in the West. I don't be hearing Diz over here just say nigga this and nigga. I only be hearing him say it. Now maybe he says it around his real, like the Grave Street dudes.
He definitely.
But to me, I've been around Diz at events. I've seen him interact. I'm not just hearing him nigga. I'm not hearing that. I've never heard it.
Well, yeah, they normally don't say it casually.
To me, it's a non-issue until it becomes something where issue needs, you know what I'm saying? An issue needs to be had. It's just like if somebody says something disrespectful on some gang shit, use one of them words that you use towards a Crip or you use towards a Blood, and a Blood was in the building and was like, "I don't like the fact that you said that. Come holler at me for a second." Just like how O-Red said this shit to Geechee, and Geechee was like, "Nope, after this battle, we gonna get down." And they had to have an understanding.
O-Red
so to
said,
me,
no
it's
mas.
just like
O-Red said, "No, thank you, sir. I'm not coming outside."
Yeah. So to me, it's just like, bro, you have to handle it on an individual basis. If you're mad at it right now, I'm not telling you that you're wrong because you're not wrong. You feel however you want to feel about it. What I say is just stand on business when it comes to you as the individual. If you're offended by what Diz said, to me, I found it funny, honestly. Because Ledge, I'm gonna be honest. I signify a lot. When he was like, Ledge, you didn't. I found it hilarious just how he said it. It was like, "You was a sand nigga." I'm like, "Oh, this nigga Diz is wilding," and you real sick laugh, oh, sand nigga. Oh shit.
I thought it was.
To me, I thought it was hilarious how he even delivered the bar. You was a sand nigga. He had like a smile on his face, like, "Yeah, well, at least I said it. At least I said it." To me, I found humor. I'm like, "Oh, this is a funny nigga, dog." You know what I'm saying? It's a funny nigga. And the crowd didn't seem to really give a fuck. They was booing him already before that anyway. You know what I'm saying? Crowd didn't even really boo him. They booed him more for his other material than saying nigga. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man.
This nigga's so stupid.
That's my crit. I'm just like, to me, even with serious shit, I find humor in certain shit, bro. Like I have a dark sense of humor. So I can find humor in certain shit, bro. So even to me, it's like, it's real, but it's like, bro, we're in the wrong culture to be having this discussion, bro. Because Ledge, you want to know the main person that they say they want to see back right now and hated him when he was actually battling B-Dot. B-Dot was the only battle rapper out here, the only on the main stage on a top tier level that was putting knowledge, information in all his battles.
Oh, I said that. I said that. Fans do that all the time. Fans do that all the time.
Hated B-Dot saying the shit. They didn't, oh, listen to this nigga rambling. Oh, he trying to preach to us. Oh, here this nigga go. He been gone for over a year and a half, damn near 2 years, and the culture is like lost without. Where's B-Dot? We want B-Dot back. Where is he?
And as soon as he come back after the first battle, the second battle, they're gonna be tired of him saying.
Happen again.
Yeah, I've been saying that for days.
That's why I think it's just the wrong culture to have this conversation with, bro. I just think that's, you know what I'm saying? It's just the wrong culture.
I think we all in agreement about, but I just hate that. I don't know, not hate, but I don't really go right away to pointing fingers at everybody before I point at Diz.
Can I ask you a question?
While I agree that the enablers should definitely but I don't think they care about the blame. That's why they booked them. I think Smack are capitalists. Smack, they you know who they are? They're a poor man's version of the WWE. WWE, Vince McMahon during his heyday,
they're definitely WWE.
Owen Hart died. They still had they still ran the pay-per-view. Lawsuits of steroids, their wrestlers are still using steroids. All of that shit, it's all about a dollar. Vince McMahon is probably the most insensitive billionaire of all time. Smacking them models the same way, bro. And also to find out that this battle was only a couple of weeks. There was a last minute battle only because of the whole NDA bullshit, and they went for shock value. Like, we're gonna get the nigga that's been talking shit about ARP and Easy. I think they didn't even give a fuck what he could have said. Anything he could have said, nigga, the whole round, as long as they did something to take away from the other event and make their event more noteworthy. I don't think they care.
Can I ask you a question? I want to ask the chat this question too. On a serious level, all the trollings aside, all the other shit aside, do you, in your heart of hearts, do you believe Diz is a racist? I'm not talking about I'm talking about the person, Dizaster, whatever his real name is. Do you think Dizaster is a racist human being?
You asking me?
Yes. I'm asking everybody. Do you think Dizaster is a racist human being?
I don't know. That's like
your opinion based on the information you have.
Then it's possible. It's possible.
Okay.
It's possible he could be.
All right.
That's what I'm saying. I don't have enough information around to say that he's 100% not. Me to view someone that's completely that's not us, I will have to hang with them.
Okay.
To be like, oh no, this person ain't it. This whatever you think about this person, I've been around this person. They ain't that. I'm not champion no white person that I ain't hung around.
I see D Harris says I don't think so. Salute Polo. I see Gina said, okay, I would not be surprised if we would. JP said that. So you kind of it's a wobbler. It's a debatable. So then my thing would be this: if you're on the fence of thinking whether he's a racist or not, then what would you describe him saying, nigga? You wouldn't. If you don't think he's a racist, then would you think him saying nigga is a racist action? Like it was in a story, any context, no matter what the context is. Saying nigga in any context, do you feel like that was a racist act blatantly put out there to offend a group of people?
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do you one
because Diz is very intentional. It's not act like this grown ass man ain't intentional. He know what the fuck he did when he wrote that material.
Hey, here go. And I quoted this tweet and I said, man, this is some amazing shit. And I think I sent it to Gina. And I was like, yo, he is talking on this thread here. This is from Quest McCody, who's friends with Diz, who Diz really got love for and fuck with. And I think they was talking about being on the card. And Quest always seems like the voice of reason. Here's this thread, wonderfully written all the way. It's gonna be a little lengthy, but please stay with me. It seems to me that Diz believes shock value and his want to say something is more important than reading the room. I'm not going to police words. Okay, so you made that clear. I'm not going to police words, kind of like the same thing you said. But I do believe he knew the response he'd get from saying nigga in front of an all-black crowd, no matter the context. This is something to not be explored. There's a fascination with non-black individuals with the word nigga. Being called a sand nigga isn't group, or I think he was trying to say, doesn't group you with black people. Yeah, sand nigga being called a sand nigga doesn't group you with black people. It's a racist person saying you're so subhuman. We're going to group you with black people. I get the context. He was talking about what was said to him. Blah blah blah. There's no doubt in my mind that he knew the shock value in saying it. That's where reading the room comes to play. He put shock value over the fact that he knew it would be triggering. How can you be with us? This was probably, how can you be with us if you know what triggers us and wait until you're in front of us to do it? That's heavy. We don't hold hip hop higher than being black. So telling a room full of black people they aren't hip hop, and I forgot he said that when they were booing him after he said, and you're like, oh y'all, I thought y'all was hip hop. So I'm glad he mentioned that. Telling a room full of black people they aren't hip hop if they don't let you finish is also triggering. This was an example of don't play in my face in real life. The crowd wasn't having it. On some real shit, thinking that being called a sand nigga equates to the black struggle throughout the history is ridiculous in itself and very tone deaf. I will go on and read more. He got
is that what this story was doing? Was trying to equate himself to a black person? I haven't seen the battle, so I have no idea what the story.
He didn't finish the story, but he said, I think they said Diz said he's going to come out with his, like, he's going to release the full audio and like a visual, like how Lux did with his unreleased third or whatever back in the day. He's going to do something like that. It felt like he was going to either equate him being called that and that's why he identifies with us, or that's why he's down with us. He was trying to get into his story and also show separation from how he's more down with us than Real Sick is. I felt like he was trying to pull all that shit. He was trying to have a heart gut wrenching moment, but it was more about saying that. And Quest goes on to say it's not about how he used it. We aren't dumb. We know he was quoting someone. That's what I think. Stop insulting our intelligence. I know, because I said that too. Like, he keep explaining. We heard what you said. We know you weren't saying that to Sick or us. We know you were saying that's what you said. Quest says it's not about how he used it. We aren't dumb. We know he was quoting someone. You know how many times non-black people try to sneak in saying nigga by quoting someone saying nigga? I wanted to be part of GTX. I even reached out to let him know I was down. I was interested. I'm not anymore. That shit was whack.
I agree. So, I would take it.
So I think that's all people were saying. I don't think people are like so outraged that like let's beat this nigga up. I think people just feel like it was.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. No, but this is where I said either you're gonna walk the 100 line, and I'm not talking about Quest. I'm talking about because he's a battle rapper. So now I got to go to all battle rappers in general.
Yeah,
what Quest said was 100% facts. So
everything he said was fine.
100% facts. So this is my expectation going forward. If Dizaster is even on a card, announced as a battler on a card, you should immediately back out the battle. That's my expectation. See, this is when I say the 100 line, and I don't think none of them wouldn't. I'm just saying that you should make the league on and they're like, hey, look, bro, you booking Diz, we out. And it should be everybody lining up on it, because how I'm hearing it right now, and this is why I get upset with battle rap, is because a nigga like Quest will be 1 out of 1,000 that will really stand on business. And it pisses me off because you'll have a bunch of people booked on the card. Diz will get booked on the card. The nigga he getting booked verse will just, I just wanted to get on the card, so Dizaster, I didn't care. But your moral that you said that you were standing on was that you had a problem with him saying nigga. So to me, I would expect any card Diz is a part of, there should be no niggas on the card. And that don't happen, and that be my issue with niggas. You're not gonna get nothing through to him or to people like him, or you think he's right. You're not gonna get nothing through to them unless you stand on business. Other races stand on business with us. They don't fuck with us. You ain't spending no money here. Yo money, nothing. You get nothing over here. But we'd be like, oh, an apology, a good performance. Oh, I'll just get an opportunity on the league and I'm good. And that pisses me off. That's why I said I feel like this is the wrong culture to have the kind of conversation with, because there's not enough people that's really willing to stand on business about it. So that's why I said just keep it to a one-on-one if you were in a situation where you were around Diz and he's in your presence for real and you could really speak up and say something. That's why I feel like that's the real issue. The saying it on stage and all that shit. I can't take y'all seriously in this culture enough to really be like, oh man, we gotta get the nigga out of here. No, I can't take y'all seriously with that. I can't.
Nah, I hear you. I hear you. I felt like that. Who did I feel like that about recently? Gyms. I felt like
Same
that.
Thing.
I felt like that. I felt like that. I think I said that recently about Gyms. I disassociated myself from him. I know he followed me on Twitter. I unfollowed him. But the outrage outside of me, it kind of falls on deaf ears because I don't believe people will take the necessary steps that I'm willing to take to eradicate something like that. You know what I'm saying?
And another thing too, because I know there's gonna be somebody being like, well, Nico, you just anybody who says it around you. There's a thing of like I told you, I grew up around certain people, right? So there's cats that know me to this day that know, okay, he ain't getting down with us and we not black saying nigga, right? Yeah. If you got that respect with your homies or somebody that you know who they might just nigga is a part of their vocabulary and you don't like it, out of respect for you when you say something, they ain't gonna say it around you. Ain't no big deal. All right, you don't fuck with the word nigga. All right, cool. Now, a nigga that don't respect you like that, you're going to have to get down. Nah, nigga, I'm going to say what I want to say. And then you got to see if you really willing to stand on it to the point where now you got to get down for it. And that's what a lot of people on the West Coast said the last time Diz said nigga. Because Diz has said it more than one other time on camera. He said it another time, and it was since I've been doing media. He said
really?
It. Yes. And I think it was when he said it to Marv on camera. Like it was an interview, like in between the battle. It was after the Hollow battle.
Yeah, well, he said it in the Hollow battle.
Yes, but that's since I've been doing media. He also said it a time prior to that. That wasn't the first time he said nigga. He said nigga before in another battle before the Hollow battle. It wasn't the first time he said nigga was not in the Hollow battle.
I didn't know that.
To my recollection, because I remember hearing people say, oh, Diz has said this before in a battle before. So maybe I could go in the archives and find it. I don't know what. Maybe I could be mistaken. Maybe I'm thinking of a Marv 1 battle. I don't know. In my mind, I know before he said nigga versus Hollow, the culture acted like he had already said nigga before. The way that the reaction was is like he had already said it prior. So maybe I could be wrong. Maybe I'm not. But I remember the West Coast was like, hey, man, y'all ain't gonna, man, shut up talking about, all the Crips out here. Man, shut up talking about Cub. Y'all ain't gonna get down. And that's how people really feel. If you ain't gonna get down when you seen, if you ain't gonna walk up to him, call the fade out, get down with him. If you're not gonna be on that type of time, shut up talking about it publicly. That's how a lot of people feel out here, because out here you really got to get down with somebody if it's really like that. You don't get to pick and choose and just talk about it. You got to really get down. So that's why I say with people, it's like you got to pick and like you got to decide where you're gonna stand on. If you're just gonna stand on, I don't like it, so I'm not gonna support it.
Gina, he said it.
You got to kind of figure out where you at with it.
He said it in a battle. It was a surprise battle. I think it was a blackout battle versus Hollow. And then after he said it, they had Marv as a special guest.
See right there. Gina's saying, I remember him saying on the IG live, and he said, oops. So that's it. That's 2 times now. You got the Marv 1, the Hollow battle, and you got this shit on the IG live, and now this shit was. That's what I'm saying. He said it before. This been the thing with me with battle rap, bro. You know how many battle rappers have said nigga, not apologized for it, and went through and are getting praised for it right now?
Still getting paid. Yeah, still
white battle rappers. This is why I say like, I can't take the culture seriously, bro. I can't. If a nigga go out there and have a good performance, you can let anybody get through customs with it. That's why it's just like, maybe it's just we just need that real group of people to have a real sit down conversation and discuss real business. The culture as a whole, it's too much niggatry. It's too much.
It's too much niggatry. Gina, I mean, I like you're like most of the names are kind of like nondescript, like not to the stature of a Diz, so it'd be hard to like. I know one of them name was Wolf, like the one who got punched. Wolf got punched for saying it, and then like a black homie of his defending him, and it just looked crazy. Like, bro, you a black person defending this white dude for saying after he said nigga, you know what I'm saying? So that's that's the only thing.
All the shit is public. If the dude Wolf said it, Big K said nigga on Angry Fans show back in the day.
Back in the day, Big K said it.
Did Heavy Bag say nigga, or did he say something about Black Lives Matter? He said something crazy about something that had to do with black people. Like, there's been a few people who have said some shit out here.
Yeah.
It's just at the time heals all wounds with people in this culture. They just forget about it. It's we on to the next narrative. Money Bags done said nigga before. It's just you just move on to the next narrative. Jim, like it's always if you get a public unanimous outcry, that's when you get like Jim's. Okay, Jim's up out of here. But like with Diz ain't even getting the Jim's rollout right now. He's still getting the punch.
Yeah. I think I saw Hip Hop Is Real interview him after the battle. I wouldn't be able to do it. But
he said he got hacked. That's hilarious. Yeah, okay. His response to getting hacked wasn't a hack. It was him. There's no hacking going on, nigga. Fuck out of here.
There's no compilation. I don't believe. Maybe I don't know. I've never typed that in the search engine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's hilarious. Hey, you gotta be a sick nigga to be thinking. Hey, you know what I want to watch today? You know what would be dope? Hey, white battle rappers saying nigga. I gotta see it. That's a funny ass. Hey, somebody type that in the search engine right now.
No, it won't be.
Type it in your search engines now. White nigga says nigga. Type it. White battle rapper says nigga. Type it.
If there's a compilation of that, dog, that's insane.
That's some funny shit, dog.
It's hilarious. But I will say, like, I know people saying when they saying stand on it, but stand on it don't mean physical to me or either. Like, standing on it just means like, okay, he's on that type of time. I'm no longer doing business with him. But not enough people is going to do that. Not enough people that matter is going to do that. There might be some
doing business, content. Yeah. Like let's say next year Eminem battles Dizaster. None of you should watch a GTX card ever again. Don't even got to be Dizaster. Ain't got to be on a card. GTX should be a done deal for everybody. So we shouldn't be seeing no promotion, no talk, no battles. I don't care if your favorite battle rapper's on a card. I shouldn't hear nobody say nothing about these battles. Nothing. I don't care. Gotti on the card. I don't care who on the card. I shouldn't hear shit. That's what I mean by stand on it. Because if your favorite battle rapper is now battling on a platform that Diz is a part of, you'll let it go just to watch your favorite battle. And to me, I can't agree with that. That's picking and choosing. Everything with Diz from now on until you're over it or until you make the line. Anything with Diz, no go. Until you see something from him real, like an apology or something where he's like, hey, man, I fucked up. That's on me. I'm wrong. And he stand on being wrong and he move on and show some realness. If you don't do nothing like that, then y'all shouldn't be fucking with nothing associated. And that's, again, I know for a fact, next GTX card and they have a fire matchup or two on it. Oh, God, GTX going to be crazy. I see this. I see it.
Excuse me.
You know, so cold, we even see it with black folk. We let niggas get out here and kumbaya, and we don't even hold them accountable. We got niggas running amongst us, Ledge. Double agents out here in these streets. It's sickening.
I want to kind of pivot off of that, man. So I feel like we talked about that ad nauseum now. But standout performances, there were a few. I figured it out because I watched the battles again. I ain't gonna lie. I watched all these battles again. I'm this card was like a 6.5.
I have a take on this card, and no,
it's about a 6.5.
I haven't seen anybody else with this take, and I know we got to talk about it. So this time,
well, I mean, I wanted to start off with Ace Amin versus Rum, because
that's
Ace and Rum,
that's where I'm starting at.
Yeah. Let's go there because Ace and Rum, when they set the tone, they really, really set the tone, and I was like, oh shit, this might be that card where people was down on, and these battlers came to show y'all like, no, we on like Summer Madness is still that.
This
Dog,
battle,
Ace
this
Amin
battle,
run was
the
really good.
lowest acceptable rating I will accept for Ace Amin versus Rum Nitty is an 8.
For sure.
I'm being very generous because it's really like an 8.5 is the lowest I'm gonna go. This is about a good solid 9.
That's where I got it at 8.5.
About a 9.
That battle alone, I got it at 8.5. It's a really good battle.
And I'm gonna say something, Lex.
Don't say nothing too crazy.
Because I watched you told me to watch it, so I watched it. One watch. I watched the battle. Will the people?
Nope.
Ace Amin 2-1, man.
Nigga!
Damn,
What's wrong with y'all niggas? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
Hey, Ledge, you gotta rename this show the Nigga Show. We didn't discuss one nigga saying nigga. We got niggas saying nigga on the clips. It's the Nigga Show. Come on, Ledge. This is the Nigga Show.
Dog. You got Ace winning 2-1?
It's debatable. This is how I looked it up. This on first watch. Please let me get through this. Let me get through this because I know people are gonna go, oh my God, Nitty alien. I get it. To me, there was one definitive, no questions asked, one round where there was a clear winner. That's the second round. Rum Nitty won the second. That is the only round of the battle where I'm like, it was, I want to say abusive, but it was so much separation. If you said Ace won the second, you're drunk. You need to be drug tested. The first round, I heard the stuff happens. I heard the bars. The content was great. But stuff happens is fire. I balance level the playing field with that with Sweet Chin music. I'm sorry. It's to me, it's one's performative and the other one is just pure writing. To me, that's the same 10 out of 10. 10 they moments. 10 out of 10. So now the rest of the round, to me, it wasn't no clear separation. To me, that round's more preference. If you like the punching and haymakers with Nitty, or if you like Ace Amin talking while still landing some haymakers. To me, it was more of the preference side of the game. To me.
All right.
And now the third round, we have to talk about this third. Because, Ledge, I remember you telling me before I watched the battle, I remember you saying, man, the coaches said Ace Amin cannot win this round. And in my mind, I'm thinking, damn, Ace rap for 5 minutes and he didn't say nothing about Nitty? Like, that was the case? And in my mind, it still didn't compute because I'm like, I've seen Geechee have third rounds where he don't even reference the nigga in front of him. He just telling, hood story. I done seen so many different rounds with people easy than this. I'm okay, so we picking and choosing because niggas don't like Ace Amin. Okay. The third round from Ace, half his round was a correlation to Nitty. Half his round was direct. And I would say half, 2/3 of the round. The last third was when he was trying to get through the portion where he started talking about URL. And I know why. See, I understand why.
He working this.
I understand why.
He got an Ace Amin interview coming up.
I understand why the people want to try to take away credit from his third round because the press run for URL in 2023 has been at its lowest point in the history of that brand. Go all the way back to Smack DVD to now. 2023 is the worst press run for URLTV.tv, Smack URL TV in the history of that brand. Some of you hate URL and dislike URL so much for this easy situation. Y'all hate the niggas so much what happened with that situation that you would literally get mad at a nigga for telling a real story, telling real information that's positive about URL. If that nigga Ace Amin had got up there and started bashing URL, that crowd was ready. I watched it. I even ran the tape back. I rewound. I hadn't even got through the round. I rewound it because I heard it the first time. I said, there's no way. Let me get this right. Second time. Whoa. Third time's a charm, Let's. Third time's a charm. I ran that tape back, and when that nigga Asam Means was setting it up, man, when I had this situation and URL, I heard the crowd was like, ooh, the URL bitch ass niggas. Oh, these niggas some whole ass niggas over here. And that nigga Asam Means switched the whole energy and said, nope, not that. They held me down to some real shit. The crowd was waiting. They couldn't wait for a nigga to talk shit about URL. You biased ass niggas.
Wow.
Biased ass niggas. Y'all was waiting. So that's why y'all didn't like Asam Means' third round, because you were waiting. You had every intention on being ready to talk shit to Smack, talk shit to Beasley. And when a nigga said no, they actually did real shit by me when it came to the mental health side of the game. Hold niggas down with bail, hold niggas down with cribs, hold niggas down with moving, all type of shit.
That was dope. I fuck with
Y'all
the round.
niggas could not wait to try to take away from the round and say, he wasn't talking to Nitty, so I can't fuck with it.
I do, yeah. No, I know.
There's
I
been
disagree
plenty
with
of
that
people
too.
who battle Rum Nitty and didn't really talk to Nitty. We've seen indirect rounds. If the indirect round is still high quality, you judge its high quality versus the other person's high quality.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And that
I
third round,
love
to
his
me,
third.
that third round to me was a preference round again, because I listened vividly to the third. I said I want the narrative has been set by Ledge. So every time I heard something, I rewound it back. I said, okay, Les told me this. I'm listening. I'm listening to the crowd. I'm listening. The crowd, even, they were getting restless. They're like, oh, you already told us Smack was a real nigga with you. Oh, I even heard certain niggas. Y'all was so mad at hearing Smack was a real nigga. The Asam Mean. Y'all are damn near ready to boot a nigga.
Wow. This nigga
We've heard niggas have 2 and 3 more minutes of a round bashing URL, and you niggas never got tired of the angle. But a nigga got up there and said real shit about them, and you niggas was, oh my God. Oh God. Who cares? Oh, Smack held it. Oh, we don't care. Rap to Nitty. You niggas are some of the most biased, foul, inhumane.
Oh, not inhumane. Come on,
relax. Inhumane. They don't even want to hear positive shit. That's crazy. So I thought the battle on first watch, I had Nitty winning the second round clear. It was 1-1 going into the third, in my opinion. A preference. If you have Nitty winning the first, I'm not arguing with you. I'm not saying that you're wrong. You're not. To me, it was preference. Third round, same thing. I actually like what Asam Mean was doing. I edged Ace 2-1, first and third. Edge. Preference, if you will. Now, Nitty did have great bars, great content, great material. Sometimes, however, as great content as it is, when he's not landing the super haymakers, the lights out haymakers, some of the other bars just kind of be like, it's good, it's dope, but it's not like, oh. And over time, it kind of be like, all right.
You know what?
You gotta. I don't like the fact that y'all was trying to act like Ace just got cooked and he just got walked. Yeah, I didn't see that.
I guess you can't call it a clear win if there's a swing round. So I gave Ace the third, and but I guess what's weird to me, I felt like Rum's first was the most potent round he had. That's why I thought he cleared Ace. Cause haymaker for haymaker, they tied. But the shit around that, the dopamine bar, I done held down the app so long I could have uninstalled it. Like
that was the third round. That was the third.
Was that the third? When did he say that?
That was the third.
Wait, no, yeah, that was the third. What's the other bar? The dopamine, the stuff happens.
Stuff happens.
What's the other one I just quoted? I just listened to
Last bump, Limb Bias.
Last bump, Limb Bias.
That was the second round, I think. Second round.
No, that was the first. The second round was about give your mother a shoulder to cry on. He opened up with that. Yeah, that was the second round when he
Len
said.
Bias was in the first.
Yeah, Len Bias was.
You sure?
I believe so. I believe so.
No, but no, because he said his slogan in the first, and then he said his slogan again in the second, and that's when he said the Len Bias shit. That's why I'm saying that was in the second. Yeah, I'm thinking I was in the second round. Len Bias is in the second.
I think Len Bias was in the first, and the shoulder to cry on.
Look, my reason and rationale for why I give Nitty the second pretty clearly is because that was Ace Amin's worst round of performance. His breath control was poor.
He was stumbling a little bit more in the second.
I don't think it was because he was forgetting his material. I just think that the way that he raps, breath control is imperative. You have to be able to get through it clean and concise. And he wasn't taking water breaks. When he would get a great reaction, he wouldn't like get the water. He wouldn't calm himself down. He's just ready to keep rapping. And that's an adjustment. You got to get with that. You know what I'm saying? So that to me took away from some of the performance. The content was still potent, but it took away performance points. And I thought Nitty's second round, he was lighting them up.
Oh, sign language. Oh my God. That nigga.
Nitty was wilding.
He was ain't no way. Listen, Ace. Listen, you dope. You welcome to the platform at any time. I know Nico's more your homie than I am. I know you fuck. I know Ace fuck with Nico heavy, right? But you welcome on this platform anytime. I said it. I wrote it on Twitter. Best performance from Ace on a big stage.
Can I say something real quick?
Nitty is just special, bro.
Can I say something real quick? Yeah. I don't need an ISO for this, but I really, this is something I want to get out there because I've been paying attention to Ace Amin's career since the beginning, since he first started battling. I think he had a couple of one-round battles, if I'm not mistaken, before his first PG battle. You know what I'm saying? So I've been paying attention to Ace pretty much since he's joined the culture and has been rapping. And in the beginning, a lot of valid complaints about getting through the content. He had the volume battle versus Swamp. And I remember even then, I was still punching for him and saying, okay, even with that volume battle, he should still be ranked higher than some of these other people who haven't even been on some of these stages and some of these battles.
I remember that. We had a debate about that.
You remember we had that conversation. So I've been watching Ace Amin, and I think at the very beginning of his career, he was trying to figure out how to become a complete battle rapper. And I can honestly say, since he battled Danny Myers at Traffic, the run Ace Amin has been on in battle rap needs to be highlighted a lot more. The progression he's had battle to battle to battle in terms of giving a complete performance, not just dominated and just multis heavy or just talk heavy. He has found the perfect formula for having the real talk mixed in with creative punchlines, mixed in with multis, mixed in with the different cadences and flows that he can get into. He has, to me, progressed and improved so much, and I think it's not being highlighted enough, and I feel like that's wrong. I think this year, honestly, in my opinion, this should be he should be in that top 20 champion of the year. And he needs to get his flowers more for what he's been doing, because honestly, I hear a lot of what people say about Ace, and it's always negative. Oh, he stumbled too much. Oh, he was choking. Oh, he don't. What did this nigga be talking about? Oh, y'all just let a nigga with real talk say it. It's like, no. If you really paying attention to what that man been doing, he's improved every battle. This is probably one of his more complete performances that he's had.
Absolutely.
And if you look at the names that he's battled and 30'd, he just battled the best battle rapper in the world. And you could arguably say had a debatable. So to me, there's nothing else to say about Ace Amin. Y'all need to give him his props a lot more, because that man has been putting in the work, attention to detail, the way we asked him to do 4 years ago, 5 years ago. We asked for this, and we're seeing it right now. We need to give this man his flowers, straight up.
Well said. Well said. I still got Rum winning. But like I said, the more I think about it, if there's a swing round after you give them 1-1, then I guess you could kind of mark it as debatable. Although the consensus will say Nitty won. It's just like a accumulation of way too many good ass punches, man. Like Nitty is just Nitty's champion of the year. He could go back to back. He got Jazz coming up, bro. He got Jazz and Ilmac coming up. Jazz, Ilmac, Ace Amin. Like,
shots this year.
Don't count out Nitty. And Nitty is the repair. Nitty is the repairman. They got to give him Lux because he's the repairman. And what I mean is, every person that he's battled that we kind of had doubts about, he's made them look spectacular. Now, granted, they had to become spectacular because they knew they was going against Rum. Think about it. When that battle was announced, people get revisionist history. When that battle was announced that he was battling Iron Solomon, people thought it was a random ass battle. I remember it to this day. Why Rum versus Iron? That's a random battle. One of the best Iron Solomons we ever seen. Even though he cooked drugs, that was a better drugs. You remember what people said about Suge when Suge was like, I'm going against all the pins? Yo, did he won? But Suge pin, bro. That's probably one of his best battles writing wise we've heard.
Absolutely.
You see what he's doing with Ace. People love the Flair Soul performance. He is the repairman. Give him.
He has one of the best battles this year with him and Grizz. That's one of the top 20 battles of the year.
Got Grizz out here.
Damn near. Based on what battles have happened this year, I got to go back into the archives. I might not be thinking of all of them. I could make a top 10 case for Grizz versus Nitty. It might be 9 or 10.
For sure.
I can make a top 10 case in the 8, 9, 10
I don't think it'll be hard to do that. Next. He had a great one with Next. Made Next look good. People who were like watching him in a tournament, he took that break out of the tournament and did that, and they was like, oh no, he fired. Like, oh, he had to get out of that environment for people. Like,
look, even same shit with Fonz. Fonz was coming up off the Danny battle. A lot of people was still looking at that like, I don't know. He was on the stage versus Danny. It didn't look like that. And he battled Nitty, had one of the battles of the year.
And then they just dropped it on YouTube, which, and that's a perfect segue because I want to get into Fonz. Fonz and Jerry West, particularly, I said those are two of the 5 people URL needs to go. They need to invest in, and they need to have good performances to carry on, to go to that next level. Ace was in honorable mention, so he did his job. I also had Swamp on the list, and I had Jazz because she's the GOAT for the women, and she's very pro URL. I think you should book her a little bit more because she's going to be a draw. She's going to sell tickets, and her energy, y'all just need her around. And you can put her in different matchups. She's comfortable against men and women, obviously. So, but Jerry West and Fonz, bro, I had them on my top. They were the top 5 of my performers. Most impressive performers. I came out with a list on Twitter. I'll post it on YouTube in the community shit. I rank them from the worst to last. We all know I already got Diz last. Ain't no mystery there. But I got Fonz and Jerry West. I think I got Jerry 3 and Fonz 4. What is next for them though? Like, because Jerry consensus. See, that's why, and this is why your ass do need to watch all the battles because I was like, you ain't gonna, because I just felt like I never thought in a million years you would say Ace won the battle. So now that you said that about this battle, you might have a different opinion than the consensus who got Jerry West clearing DNA. I think now that I think about it,
my opinion is, and I was waiting to see how this battle played out because obviously Jerry West going into this battle had the skill level to win a battle versus DNA. That wasn't what was going to be the problem. Was the skill level. It was the experience that DNA has and the shit that he does. But this is what I learned after this battle, and now I have a good enough resume of battles for DNA to say this.
Yeah,
it is actually, and this is crazy to say, this is actually easier to win a battle versus DNA on a big stage than a small room.
Really?
The degree of difficulty on a big, yes, because if you look at DNA's big stage battles, yes, he has one of the greatest to get smacked the fuck out of here, right? But if you really look at his big stage performances, he don't just have every round be having that. Most of his rounds just be okay. You looked at him versus JC, first round, incredible. Amazing. He's wild.
He lost,
current event bars, all that. JC fucking won that battle. And he had the moment of the battle picking up the drink and walking around with it like, nigga, this is my shit. You know what I'm saying? I've watched enough of his big stage battles to see that DNA on a big stage, if the current event bars and certain freestyles that he's doing on a big stage ain't getting through customs that day, if it's not really like landing powerful, it's going to be a long day if you really pumped up with work for DNA. If you really pumped up with 3 complete rounds for him, it'll be a long day for him. I noticed he kind of in that Charlie Clips back where they rely so heavily on the rebuttal freestyles, the current event lines. But if it's not working on a big stage, I've seen him lose a lot of them battles. Now, in a small room, he gets more into the angle bag. He has a more diverse bag that he gets into in a smaller room, because now there's certain content that he can get into that on the big stage he couldn't do. On a big stage, he goes into current events, bars, easily digestible bars. And I don't think that's the DNA at his best. I think at his best is in a small room where he can break you down, still get creative here and there, get a couple freestyles here and there. If you say something, that he can rebuttal real quick. That's when he's at his best. On a big stage, he relies too heavily on the moments. And we know people that rely on moments like that, if it's not working and the other person's cooking every round, because I watched the clips from Jerry West. I watched one in the first round, second round, third. I'm like, yo, this nigga is really wilding on this nigga. Because DNA rebutted the basketball shit. I seen a clip of that.
That was fire.
Okay, that's the second round. I see Jerry West second round. He has another moment. I'm like, yo, DNA can't rebuttal all this shit, dog. Third round, I see another moment. I said, okay, this nigga Jerry West just loaded up every round to say, okay, you can rebuttal all this shit you want to. We're going to play. We're going to see if you really like that. And
yeah, the Don DeMarco shit like that.
Dog. And you can't, that type of shit, you need moments to diffuse that. And it doesn't work like that for DNA on big stages. I think he's way better in a small room, and I think you can actually win battles easier. Not saying that it's easy, but easier on a big stage. I think it's a lot easier. So Jerry West winning the battle didn't surprise me. It just surprised me that, because one of the biggest critiques of Jerry West was scammer bars and props. And he propped the fuck out that whole battle every round. And the crowd loved it, which lets me know y'all just saying that shit from the privacy of your own home. When you're in that building and you hear Don DeMarco shit like that, you see Scorpion doing this shit and the nigga run from the other side. When you seeing this shit, I can understand why it looked like, oh, this nigga just 30 DNA. I can understand why. Without even seeing the battle, I can understand why. But I'm definitely gonna check that battle out.
Let me ask you this. So after the battle, now he and some people consider him officially top tier. There is other, like, on the opposite side of that, people are like, bro, beating one top tier is a great mark, but that doesn't now officially make you a top tier battler. Do you agree with that or disagree? Like, is he top tier now officially? Is he like, should he be battling Tay Rock? Because that's what he called out. I don't know if you know that, but he called out Tay Rock. Tay Rock said he with it. So
I believe two things can be true at the same time. I believe that in a general sense, you don't just battle a top tier and become top tier. That's like somebody on a local league battles Danny Myers, or they battle Big Cat, or they battle Surf or somebody on a local platform or small league, and you're not top tier after that. Bad News battled Tay Rock back in the day. It had 2.5 million views. We didn't consider him top tier after that battle. We didn't. It was a stepping stone to get there, but we didn't just, oh, you're top tier. However, this is where I say Jerry West is top tier. And I look at it as his run the same way as we looked at it with Swamp. Before the Tay Rock battle, was Swamp a top tier? To the coach.
Before
the Tay Rock battle. Before the Tay Rock battle, was Swamp looked at as a top tier?
No.
Okay. He had a great run prior. You know what I'm saying? Lost to JC. And I was somewhere, if he doesn't slip up, he probably wins. But he gets Tay Rock. He goes so crazy versus Tay Rock. They give him Arsenal another big stage. Bring Ars outside. Now, we're not even going to get into what the Ars battle was. However, after that battle, the momentum and the noise that he made, the moments that he made versus somebody of Tay Rock's caliber, elevated him to that slot where right now, the only people we mentioned Swamp to be booked versus is on prominent cards versus the highest level competition. We're not
do you
booking
think getting
him
treated like a top tier and actually being top tier is two different things?
I think top tier is if you put Jerry West on Summer Madness going forward, is anybody mad?
Not mad, but top tiers, I feel like there's placement on where you get booked.
Okay.
Could Jerry West
hold on. I just seen the best battle rapper in the world open a card. Placement doesn't matter.
But that's more about who his opponent is.
It doesn't matter. The best battle rapper in the world opened a card. So to me, the
anybody going against Ace would have been low on the card.
No, listen to what I'm saying. The best battle rapper in the world opened the card. The second battle, to my understanding, was Diz and Real Sick. So a Mount Rushmore nigga, second battle. Best in the world, first battle. If you have that many top tiers, you have that many legends on a card, somebody gonna have to open a card.
Yeah, but what I'm saying,
gonna have
but,
to. The placement
yeah, but
don't
what
matter.
what I'm saying is also if Rum went against Calico, they're not opening up the card. If Diz goes against Murder Mook, they're not opening up the card. If Jerry West had DNA and was still low on the card.
Okay. Watch this.
I'm saying
hold on.
top tier.
Hold on. I like your narrative. Diz versus Mook main event, Rock Ave, Hollow, and Twerk. So we're saying on a 7 battle card, the middle battle would have been Nitty and Cal, because the middle battle for this one was who?
The middle, like I don't know, like John and T-Top.
And it doesn't matter. The battle was ass. The placement don't matter.
But I guess what I'm saying with top tiers is like, can he main event at some point? Like, if he can he main event an important card, not like a Born Supreme? Like
everybody that's top tier is not main event Gnome and Summer being the main event of Gnome and Summer Madness. There's only a handful of people in battle rap that, regardless of who they battle, they are the main event of those. Those are the two biggest cards in the culture.
No, can he get billed as the hot? Listen, hold on. Where you open up the card, listen, Mook and Verb went third on the card where they were the headline name.
Yeah.
But where your name is placed, I'm saying, can Jerry West get to a point where he's on big cards and he's the second or third name on the card?
If he's performing and entertaining at the level that he just did from the clips I've seen, yes, absolutely. The problem
so you're saying in the future, is he top tier now?
To me, I said two things can be true. I think he's already top tier now, but I also agree with the people saying that one battle doesn't make you top tier. However, he's already had a quote unquote top tier rollout, because he has, if you look at his resume, a lot of people on his resume. And he also went on a run to get this battle in particular. So to me, yeah, I think battling DNA, Summer Madness, you were the underdog on this card. You were expected to lose clearly. And you fuck around and 30 somebody who, how many times has DNA been 30'd in his life? And especially on a big stage, how many times has it been 30?
Not many.
Okay, so you did something that not many people could do on a big stage, Summer Madness, biggest event of the year. Yeah, I think he's warranted being a top tier, because when Gnome comes back, when Gnome gets here next year, oh, he gonna be on Gnome. When Summer Madness gets here next year, oh, he gonna be on Summer Madness. He might not be battling every year. He might not be battling a Tay-Rock.
You know what? Maybe
but he might get a battle versus Calico. He might get a battle versus somebody. You know what I'm saying? Goods or somebody. He might get these battles. Yes. Same thing. How Swamp got his rollout. Yes. He's a new top tier. Yes.
I guess you can consider them. You know what's my problem? I guess what it is like, I'm used to the traditional top tiers and how they move outside of just the battles. I feel like the Swamps, the Jerrys, if we're gonna call them top tiers, it's something they're missing that don't make them feel like top tiers to me. Like, the resume is cool. Like, at some point, like, the smacking them are going to book you against big names, so that really doesn't say nothing to me. But it's about how you move, how the culture views you, and things like that. I don't feel top tier when you bring up their names. I feel like
but of other people that you're
maybe
saying
that's just me. It might just be me.
But here's the issue with that, bro, is that the other people that you say are top tier are people who have years. They have 10 plus years in the game, where you have already been influenced to associate them with top tier, because they were the only people here at a time where millions of views were had on YouTube. DNA, Clips, Tay-Rock, Surf, all these people, Twerk been here for years now. Gotti been here prominently for years. Like, these niggas have been around for years.
When did you
have that kind of?
Speaking of Gotti, when did you officially stamp Gotti as top tier? What battle was it?
28. Oh, what battle?
What battle solidified him as top tier?
The battle that solidified it for me was Suge. That was Summer Madness. His follow-up battle after Suge was T-Top in New York, big stage. And then he followed that up with K-Sean. So, but it was by Suge on a big stage, he had performance of the night. You had Hitman on that card. Tay-Rock was on that card. Rex was on it. You had legends on the card. You had a bunch of legends, other top tiers, fire people on the card. He got performance of the night.
And so, what was his battles like, do you remember his battles prior to Suge? Like
Prior to Suge,
his last
prior,
like few battles
prior,
prior to Suge.
prior to Suge, he had Av, JC. He had a small league battle versus A-Ward that a lot of people, that was a week prior to him actually battling Suge, so it didn't even circulate in the culture yet. I don't even think the battle was out to have it circulated through the culture yet about that result. But he had other smaller battles leading up to the Shotgun Suge battle, because I think he had double-digit battles that year too in 2018. But if you're looking at Stewie Newton, Gleezy, Av, JC, the A-Ward battle happened. A-Ward was just getting, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He was getting lit at that time. So he had enough of those battles leading up to the Suge battle where it's like, okay, this nigga leaving with champion of the night. Every time he pull up, champion of the night. Every time he go out there, champion of the night.
So I guess my question would be, because I remember the Av, that was like a highly debatable battle. The consensus is he beat JC, which is like one of the best in the world, especially at that time.
And these are platinum battles, by the way. These battles are platinum over a million views plus.
Yeah, so like
these are great battles,
right? So I'm saying he did all that leading up into his defining moment, which made him top tier.
Yes.
What would you say Jerry has done up until this moment?
Jerry West 30 and Danny Myers. He arguably won versus Chess. That was a fire battle. I know a lot of y'all want to act like that didn't happen. That did happen. Who did he? Remind me if I am mistaken. Who did he battle? Rum Nitty on Genesis. He lost that battle, but it was a very good battle. That's a very good battle. Yes, it is. Let's stop playing it. We're not playing this game. That was a good battle. We're not gonna play this game. It's a good battle.
I remember liking him in that battle. Okay.
Oh, good God. Watch the app.
Watch the app. You promoting the app on here?
No, I'm not promoting. I'm not promoting anything. I'm just saying watch the battle. Wherever the battle exists, watch it. If it's on YouTube, that's an app too. YouTube is an app now.
Yeah, that's true.
It's okay. So whatever app it's on, watch it. All right. Whatever platform it's on, watch it. All right. It was a good battle. It was a good battle. Like I said, Chess, he's had enough battles in the span. He's battled Arsenal. He's battled John. He has enough of these names, even in recent.
Yeah, but I'm not. I know he had the resume. No, but I know resume. But you're talking about Jerry Geechee had like battle of the night performances against these elites. Jerry just had the names and gave you to. Okay, he was all right.
But everybody's case isn't the same. It's not just one.
No, but my point is the result. My point is you have to do top tier level shit before you even become top tier.
The top tier level shit that he was doing is creating moments that only top tier level battle rappers were creating. If you look at good God, and majority of his battles since he started his run a couple years ago,
let's talk about it.
Moments.
What was the moment in the John battle? But what was the moment in the John battle?
Oh, here we go. I want get John and Arsenal out of here. I don't remember neither one of the battles. Get both of those battles out of here. I want you to get rid of both of those battles. Now speak on the other battles.
Didn't he battle Chilla? What was the moment in that battle?
Chilla?
I believe Jerry West battled Chilla. Yeah.
Now hold on. The chat. His moment versus Arsenal was fire, they say.
Soul is.
I do remember him having the moment.
No,
where he
Soul.
had,
I'm telling you now, Soul.
Drugs and Danny and the fucking. Who did he battle with? He had both of them pull up in all the same hoodie, and he was talking about the double vision or whatever that was, and that was one of the standout moments of that event. What we doing? He's had moments.
Chilla,
ain't no sugar in this shit. He's had moments.
Oh my God, we went all the way back to the
moments.
You went all the way back to the TY battle.
He has had moments. You can't. It's not just a singular path. It's not just one path. It's for everybody.
But I think
Easy got named top tier strictly because he hasn't lost a battle in 2 years. If it was just the same thing that Gotti did where he was having debatables, some clear wins, but mostly debatables versus other top competition, would we be looking at Easy the same right now?
I disagree. Easy.
I can't. Nope. I know. I don't know, because a lot of the narrative that built up his brand of being pushed was he's not losing battles. He's not losing to nobody.
It's not just he wasn't losing; he was really having great
No,
work. His material.
He had great work, but he also wasn't losing, which is what no other battle rapper can say.
So
that's his case.
Nico. So put the combination together. If I'm not losing, listen, just listen. If you're not losing battles, you're going against top tiers, and you're consistently having great showings. That is 3 key components more than just having moments. And he had moments in there too. So he had 4. He had 4 components.
Okay.
So Jerry West having 1 component, which is moments.
Everybody doesn't have the same path. Swamp's path was Swamp's rollout to being top tier was that he went through a tournament and won battles versus people we thought he had no ability to do so. He won versus Rum Nitty and won versus Fonz. We didn't think it was possible. And he put up a great fight versus JC, and then he battled Tay Rock, and it was like, nope, this nigga is one of the new stars. He's the top tier.
I don't think Swamp is top tier either. I don't think you think Swamp is top tier. I don't think Swamp is top tier.
Not top tier?
Don't relax.
Excuse me.
You heard what I said. I don't think Swamp is top tier.
I was saying it. What?
I don't. You're not about to try to.
Excuse me.
Relax.
No, well, say it again.
I don't think, as of right now, I can't call Swamp top tier.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
Dog, I don't think Swamp. Look, somebody agrees with me in the chat. Swamp is not top tier. I agree. I just think I think people are clamoring for stars so much that we're just like loosening up the protocol. We're loosening up the protocol. Like, remember you you a baseball. Hold on.
Back in the day.
You a baseball nigga. You know how, so me and you we can talk this shit.
God,
hold on. No, Edgy. Really.
Bringing up a sport he doesn't watch. Go ahead. Listen to him.
I know you ain't.
Listen to him, Coach. He's bringing up my shit. Go ahead.
He's trying to trigger me. I'm not gonna work.
No, go ahead.
I'm more mature than I used to be.
Be mature as you want to. What was your example? This better be accurate too, nigga.
Go tell me it's better be accurate.
Yeah, it better be accurate. Nigga, you talking about my shit. You talking about my sport.
It's definitely not your shit. But
yeah, it's my shit. Go ahead.
Baseball. You need to educate. Since you're the educator, educate them on how tough it is to get into the MLB Hall of Fame. Tell them how it's elite, world class, all-star multiple times over niggas who still can't get in, and they're on their last year of eligibility.
What are drunk people? The writers are drunk. They didn't even put Barry Bonds in there. So these aren't the most credible voting sources in the world. It is the most difficult Hall of Fame, but it's because you have so many biased people who won't even put something that's undeniable into a Hall of Fame. So they're not even credible enough for this type of argument.
My point is, battle rap is the complete opposite of that right now. Their criteria for top tier isn't strict enough, because I remember when we go back, look how hard Tay Rock had to work before he officially he top tier. Look at all the shit he had to go through, battling Suge outside, opening up cards, going against O-Red.
What are you talking about?
Going against K-Shine. Like, he went against a gauntlet and had to. But this is the thing. I think y'all niggas be so confused on resume. Oh, his resume is crazy. No, back in the day, you had to have a resume and you had to be doing good within that resume. You had to have stand out.
Hold on. Watch this with Tay Rock. What battle did Tay Rock turn into a top tier? When did he level up to top tier? What battle?
Let's see. That's a tough one.
No, it's not. It's really not. It's obvious. It's fucking.
You about to say the Clips rematch?
No, before that.
Against Ill Will?
Yes. Clear as fucking day. He does not get Charlie Clips if he doesn't do what he did versus Ill Will. He turned into a top tier versus Ill Will. He got a nigga who was highly favored. One of the new bright stars that we're trying to turn into top tier, sat him down.
I'm gonna be lying.
JC sat him down.
They was lining Ill Will up a few times.
Okay, but look, my point is he had turned into a top tier versus Ill Will. He doesn't get none of the other battles after the fact without that Ill Will performance. That was his ascended to top tier. Now, once he battled Clips, this is okay. You top tier. Here's the god tier. Here's one of the standard bearers for the highest level of battle rap. Once we give you one of those people, now we get to see if you're gonna be one of us, meaning the standard bearer for the whole entire culture. Tay-Rock did what he did. He's been doing what he's doing. So now Tay-Rock is up there with the Hitmans. He's up there with the Mooks, the Lux, the Clips. He's up there with them niggas, the Geechees. He's up there. He has an argument. He has an argument. Surf. He has an argument. But there's only a handful, maybe 10 at most. That's a very minute group where you just main event, regardless of who you battle. You're everybody wants to. That's a minute group. The other top tiers, there's level to top tiers. I think Surf told y'all this shit. It's levels to top tiers. Yeah, you top tier, but you might be at the bottom tier, the third tier of the top tier. Tier 1, the Gotti, Surf, Hitman, Mook, Lux, them niggas, right? Tier 2, you might get the goods and niggas like that. Tier 3, you might get the Swamps, the Jerry West, Danny Myers. You might get them type niggas.
Nah, Swamp ain't.
Yes,
Swamp is not a third tier, top tier.
He's a top tier.
He's not. John is a top tier. Cortez then is a top tier.
This is a sick Negro.
Is Cortez not a top tier? If Swamp is a top tier, Cortez has to be on. That's just
why. What?
Because
how does that work?
Because he's beating niggas that this nigga Swamp can't even battle yet.
I'm not even saying Cortez isn't. Your statement is just we have to.
I know it sounds wild because Cortez ain't been shit lately, but Cortez has beaten battlers that Swamp can't even battle yet, or hasn't battled.
Can't battle? Who?
What you mean?
Who has Cortez at wins versus Swamp can't battle versus?
Well, he back in the day he beat Dizaster in the West. He beat Dizaster. That was when.
Good God, we're not doing this, are we? We're not doing this.
He did. It was a consensus. Niggas was saying if they had it, that was the year. There was like if Battle Rap then had a champion of the year, Cortez would have won that year. He had beat Dizaster.
We're really doing this.
He beat Dizaster, Chilla Jones, Sharon. He had an incredible year that year. Yes. Cortez beat Chilla. Cortez beat Dizaster, beat Sharon.
I'm not, bro. I understand he has went, bro.
I ain't saying he would won beautifully in these battles. I ain't saying, oh, this is a crazy Cortez, but he win battles.
I'm not okay, but again, like I don't want to.
Cortez is bottom top tier.
In order for me to say what I'm about to say, I would have to. It almost there's like only a 0.1% way of not saying this as a shot to people that are being named. So I'm going to refrain from pushing the narrative, but you do understand there is a reason and a definite difference between that time period and 2023. That's the best way I could say it.
Okay, that's fine. But what I'm saying is Tez has put himself in a position where he can still get bigger battles than Swamp. Like, I mean, Cortez just battled Surf.
I'm not, bro. I didn't say he wasn't a top tier. I know.
The debate is I'm saying he's more of a top tier than Swamp is. Like Swamp can't. No, Swamp ain't been on the URL card this whole year. I don't think. Has Swamp been on the card this year?
There's only the battle that they try to book him versus the nigga went over to another league to avoid it.
He left the trenches thinking he was gonna be on Summer Madness, and he was there as a guest host.
Yeah, because the nigga that they were trying to book him versus booked the battle on another league to avoid it.
To avoid it, wow. Or because he's just a nigga who can move around because he got freedom. He's not in the contract.
I mean, two things can be true. You have to, yes, he has all the freedom in the world. He's a legend, Mount Rushmore. But
he was on Gnome. He was on Gnome Impact with Teeth. Oh, so he was in the 2-on-2. Wowzers.
Yeah, big event. Yeah. Gnome. Yeah.
Gnome Impact. It wasn't.
Oh, good God! Summer Impact was a major event. Stop trying to take away.
Gnome Impact behind the paywall that nobody even seen the battles. Nobody's seen the battles.
But I watch. Ain't nobody seen the battles until it comes to Rum Nitty and Twerk Champion of the Year ranking, and all of a sudden everybody in the world watch that shit. But ain't nobody watch the battles. Ain't nobody watch the battles until it comes to the people that they care about in that Champion of the Year race. And now we want to start adding shit. Add it up. I get it. I understand.
Watch this. What was the main event of No Impact? You remember?
This one?
No Impact. The 2-on-2.
Twerk and Nitty, Geechee and Rock.
That actually wasn't billed as a main event, but those are the biggest names. You know, it was at the top of that card.
Oh God, we're doing this shit again. Here we go with placement. It was a three. Placement.
Actually, no. This was placement and what was billed as the main event. It was the 3. It was a 3-on-3. Each round you take a round. It was O-Red, Suge, and Arsenal.
The fuck, it was not.
It was.
You get. I am not even going to entertain.
Don't be in denial.
I am not entertaining.
You're being in denial.
That was not the main event. You know damn well. Don't get me to start saying other shit. You know damn well that was
bullshit.
Fucking main event.
I'm bullshitting. That I don't even think that was the same card. I was just talking shit. I was just trying to get you. I was trying to see. Soul just said wrong event. Like I was trying to just fuck with him, man. Yeah, see,
no, ain't no fuck with nothing.
Damn, I didn't know he was gonna get that upset. That was hilarious though. No, but my whole point is like Swamp hasn't even been booked this year, man.
It doesn't matter. Cortez not booked this year. He's still top tier. Your activity level does not make you top tier. It's what you've already done up to that point, and you're booking.
I know. I'm just talking a lot of shit.
Swamp is a top tier to me. Jerry West's a top tier to me. You know what I'm saying?
Is Real Sick top tier?
No, because Real Sick has not had a standout performance on a big stage, on a big card, since he's been on main cards. He's not had a standout performance. He has been good. He has not had a standout performance. He has not had one. So no.
He just had one this battle.
That's not from what I understand, that's not a standout performance.
I thought he was dope. I thought he stood out.
Okay, so was he one of the top 3 performers of the night?
No.
That's not a standout performance. Standout performance means regardless of what was on that
card.
Well,
then if that's the case, then he was when he 30'd Danny, he was definitely top 3 on that card. Smoke Danny unknown. Danny unknown.
Is this when Danny Myers looked at the camera and said, "I'm tired. I'm not gonna rap anymore"? Are you talking about that?
I'm talking about Real Sick.
When the nigga looked at the camera and said, "I'm old, no mas, I can't do it no more." Is that the battle? Is that what we're talking about right now? I watched that. That wasn't, you know what? Neither here nor there. In my opinion, I got Jerry West being the top tier because he has the resume to back it, and then he has a standout performance versus one of those top tier level people that that's like the gatekeeper to top tier. You have to have the JC had to have that same battle with DNA too. Everybody has that battle versus a top tier level person on those big stages, no Summer Madness. And if you can get through customs with a high quality performance, standout performance, you are then ascending to the top tier.
That's a good point, man.
After this battle,
yeah, he got a 60 on the West right now.
Excuse me.
Y'all need Giddy. Y'all need Nitty or Geechee to get sick up out of here, man.
Excuse me. What are we talking about?
He 30 sick. I mean, he 30 Danny. He 30 Diz. So
I know you just said he 30 Danny Myers.
Real Sick did. Yes, it was a 30.
Did Danny choke in his first round? Because I know his first round was clearly better than Sick. Did he choke in the first?
I don't remember. I really don't.
If he didn't choke in the first, Danny won the first. His round was clearly better than Real Sick. I do remember that. So unless you're telling me Danny Myers choked in that round,
I think that's why y'all was frustrated. I think y'all said he was winning that round and then he choked. So yeah, I think he did choke.
Okay. So default. Okay, the default. Okay. So he has two default wins versus the West Coast. One nigga that literally said no mas, and another motherfucker who went on stage to say nigga. So you have a nigga battle. So you have a nigga battle and a no mas battle.
To me, I'm only calling it a default if they do what they did, right? and Sick was just okay, but he wasn't just okay. He was like,
hold on. What I remember is Real Sick was supposed to battle next. It fell through because of COVID, and then his next battle was versus another West nigga and got a clear loss in a judge battle. So that's all I know. We talking about real Sick versus Jada Nightwing. You remember our very first debate ever on camera?
Yeah.
That's one of our highest view content, dude. That's what
You
started the battle rap fix.
I forgot about it.
That little segment that started the battle rap fix.
Okay, I remember. I forgot about
when
it.
You
even
right. Try to turn the nigga Sick against me, little sick nigga,
I
little sick nigga too. Try to turn all the sick niggas. Y'all trying to turn niggas against me. I remember. I remember.
Listen to this nigga. It was a super fight in on count. What was a super fight? What battle was a super fight? This nigga Lucky on mushrooms.
Who's Lucky in here? Oh, Salute.
This nigga mushroom. But you right. So he's 2-1. 2-1 versus the West.
Bro, this is my thing. He needs a standout on because he's been good. But this is my thing. If Jerry West was just good, if he was just dope versus DNA, we don't get this hoopla. We get this because he had multiple moments and was great. Stood out amongst the whole card. He stood out. That's why you get this. Same thing with Swamp versus Ted. You get that because that. Moments were created and you stood out amongst everybody on the card. And versus the nigga that you were next one. The fuck.
That was probably the best thing that happened. That was probably the best thing that happened to next.
No, it's the best thing. You said it right the first time. It was the best thing that could happen to Real Sick. Because I was a judge. Because I was going to be a judge event too. I was one of the judges for that event. Oh, you remember that one?
Yeah. If you would have been a judge.
If
you would have been a judge.
Nope. I call it right. I call it fair as everything.
No, you're right.
Think next when a guy smoked by Real Sick, then
now with you as a judge, you damn right.
Niggas are drunk. No, and I'll tell you right now, Real Sick, you know what? Do I say this? Because I really want to be cool. I want to be cool. But you know what? I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. So who you need the battle? They do need the battle.
Was a sicko. I was never a sicko.
He's still a sicko. A sick nigga.
I'm not sick.
The sick nigga.
I ain't a sick nigga. I ain't the sand nigga.
Real sick. Battle the sand nigga and Reg's the sick nigga.
That's crazy.
That's the sand nigga versus sick nigga.
Listen, man.
URL titled at the battle when they dropped this. Sand nigga versus.
They definitely shouldn't title that.
Yes, they should. Why not? You let it happen. Why not? Market it.
They ain't that gangster. I see Fate in here. Listen, man. What I need you to do is stop saying all these cliche, boring ass Twitter quotes. That nigga be loved. You know that nigga listen to Drake. What he be saying?
Hey, JP, there's always context, my brother. First of all, he didn't die to Ruban, though. He did lose the battle. But if you recall, the battle immediately after that one was what?
This nigga
Murder on a caffeine stream, and he 30'd him badly.
This nigga
and then the battle after that, and hold on, and then the battle after that was Run Nitty, classic, West Coast classic. So cut it out. You wouldn't have lost Real Sick. Cut it out. Context matters.
This nigga Fate be on Twitter talking about 10 years from now. With 10 years, we'll see who will be here from a decade from now. All these Drake quotes, all these you repeat them all the time. You know who you are. You are like Justice with the retweet of the Young Grizz battle. Just the same shit over and over.
Ledge.
I'm tired.
Ledge, you can't blame Fate for being a motivational speaker. The nigga Jack knocked the acronyms out this nigga. He kicked the acronyms out this nigga. So he's forced to just say motivational speeches. This nigga don't know what to do. You talking about getting smoked on a clip with 6 million views, 7 million views. Celebrities are commenting on it. I'll be looking for some motivation too. I'll be trying to motivate myself too. I would as well. I would.
Oh, that's why he in here. He came here to hide. So that's what I see. They're gonna find. He found a hidden zone. You know what I'm saying?
Imagine that acronym.
But yeah, that's really it, man.
How is it that they hate on NorCal so much? And I'm a NorCal nigga. If you don't cut it out.
Oh, and real quick about Fonz, man. People doubted him. They thought he was going. The stage presence, performance of Suge. You called it. My thing is, does he now get the push? or do you think because people are saying yeah he won, but they don't people aren't sure like with him. Like people are really impressed with Ace. People think Ace about to get pushed. People definitely think Jerry West about to get Tay-Rock and all that. What's next for Fonz? Because listen, before you answer, because this was a long, like year plus long grudge match. So this matchup was like long awaited to the point where there hasn't been, it felt like there's been no backup plan for the moment where they thought like, okay, what if he actually beat Suge? Then what? Like, so what would be next for him? Like, I haven't, because people have been so focused on the Suge battle, nobody has ever paired Fonz up with anybody else in their minds yet, I feel like. So what would be next for him?
Well, he needs a name, obviously. He needs to battle somebody that
who would be the name?
Volume's next. Volume.
Him and Twerk? Or do you want to elevate Twerk?
No, I mean him and Twerk makes sense. I mean Volume. I mean not a big stage, but Volume that makes sense. No. Yeah, no, Volume will make sense. Good battle, good way to end the year for both of them. Good,
or him and
based
or
on
him
what
and
they've
Chess?
already had.
Would you bring Chess back?
Him and Chess could definitely battle. I rock with that. That's definitely on the table. I would say for Fonz, he's just one performance away. Like I think the issue is the reason why they're giving Ace and giving Jerry West the credit that they're giving them is because the people they fought back and were really good. I think Suge not having the kind of performance that we expect him to have on a big stage, I think that's why they're taking it away from Fonz, because they're looking at it like, well, we haven't seen you versus somebody who was pulling up with that work on a stage. Like when you battled Danny and Danny was on his A game, you lost. So now you battle Suge not on his A game, you win. But we ain't really seeing you just go crazy like that versus somebody who's really going crazy back. So I think that's what's next for him. So if he battled Chess or he battled Twerk in the Volume, had a great battle, I think it could do a lot for him going into next year. You know what I'm saying? For the big stage events for next year.
Yeah. Fresh, yes. That's the UM class. Well, Jerry wasn't in UM1. I don't remember. I don't recall him being in UM1. Was he? No,
Well,
he battled Swamp in the UM that Geechee and Nitty won. Because Swamp beat Jerry West and then Swamp lost to Geechee. I don't remember him a part of the UM1 joint. But I agree with that. Listen, hey, URL, Fonz beat Suge clearly. Volume is coming. He needs someone that's going to showcase what he can really become over there, bro. Like him versus Twerk. Listen, if you don't got plans to give Twerk a big name, a Lux or somebody like that, put Twerk in the ring with Fonz, because I feel like creatively there's really only so many people you can give Twerk at this point creatively, like who can be like, yo, this Twerk is saying some of the most craziest shit, but this opponent here, he's saying some unique creative shit too, and there's only a few left like that for Twerk to battle. Fonz needs someone like that too. So put some of the more creative, thought-provoking, more out-the-box thinkers against each other in the Volume and watch some magic happen, man. I want to see that. Or Chess, man. Somebody like we need some.
He needs to battle Twerk in that room, because the better battle on a big stage would be Fonz versus Chess. I think that's a better battle. Twerk on a big stage, he has too many other names that he can battle. He's going to be one of their featured battle rappers over there. So he's not going to be battling Fonz on a big stage on No Miss Summer Madness. He has other people to worry about. So you got to book Fonz and Twerk for this Volume. You get a great battle, small room, the energy.
That's going to be
because I think Twerk's energy and performance will help level out the battle. You know what I'm saying? And then Chess on a big stage, you can double back to that for Gnome with Fonz. So you can get two battles. Both of those people get both of those battles knocked out within the next few events. I feel like that would be the better order. I don't think if you put Twerk on a big stage, like he can battle Mook. He can, you know what I mean? Like he has other battles that he can get to on a big stage to headline. Like he don't, you know what I'm saying? So I think right now that would be the order. Twerk on a Volume, Chess on Gnome. I think that'd be a good way for the battles to go.
All right. Okay, Bell. We seeing the passing. What's it say? We seeing the passing of the guards in Europe. I wouldn't say just yet, but it looks more promising than it did earlier in the year and last year. Now we got a clear set of 5 or 6. We got Ace, we got Jerry, we got Fonz, we got Sick, we got Swamp. I don't know if I said him already, and Jazz. Like that set of 6 could elevate and become that new. Well, Jazz already there, but
I
like
Jazz.
yeah. But I'm saying like, but she's there, but she don't get booked a ton. Like she really
Vixen or Prestavia would be a better.
Yeah, but I guess I'm saying who I feel like they believe in. I'm basing those off of how I've been seeing them book. Like Vixen is off doing OnlyFans. She said she ain't really interested in battle rap like that.
OnlyFans, huh?
Yeah, she's doing OnlyFans. And Prestavia just had a baby, so we'll see. And she ain't really been ever booked on URL. I don't remember who she battled on URL. So I don't even,
all the ladies they book mainly are the vets.
Yeah, so like that's why I can't even count them. But Jazz is the one they focus on a lot. So you know, I'm putting her in there as someone to keep pushing. She's already got the push. Keep pushing her, and then like I said, the Swamp, Fonz, Ace, Sick, all of them.
I mean, to
now
me,
you got a rotation for the next.
To me personally, I think the next person of the newer battlers, the newer classes, Crucible and all that, that'll be the next star. Is Hansel, but his skill and his no. Listen to what I'm saying. There's 2 parts to it. He to me has the most star power of the people that are there right now, and I think that his performances need to start matching his potential. He's not having the kind of performances that would warrant them to give him the matchups that would be conducive to his development. Right now, he's very inconsistent in terms of. And one like he battled Ease, then it's Holmesy, then he had to battle the what was it the 1 round shit, and that didn't go over well. And he's like, to me, I think that he out of the Crucible niggas that's out right now, to me he has the most star potential out of all of them.
I guess
to me personally, now he's not getting pushed because he's not one of their top 3 that they are currently trying to push.
But if I'm being honest, if that's
one of the next ones. But
that's true.
That's a year. That's 2 years down the line, maybe.
If that's true, that's really not saying a lot to me because, like, you're saying he's the best out of that bunch with star potential, and I don't really see it with any of them. So it's like, I don't know. It's like picking the best 2 guards in the era that had no Kobe or Iverson or something. It's just like, yeah, you got to pick somebody. But
I don't see it. I don't see it. There's just certain intangibles that he has. I just think that he shows it when he's on the right, where it's comfortable. But when he's on URL, I haven't seen him just have like that breakout, just standout battle. Even with Souffleur Soul and Foots, I think their standout battle might have even been before they battled each other. I don't think since that battle, neither one of them have had anything that just stood out. And my God.
So Foots and Jerry West was the one. That was one of the rare battles that was talked about off the app. That's one of, and I even had to watch that. And I think you probably just missed that one.
No,
probably just missed that one.
Missed which one?
Jerry West and Foots. That was crazy. That was a crazy battle.
But I'm looking at this right here. Fate said Jada Nightwing just announced for Blackout. Jada Nightwing was supposed to be the next person over there, and for whatever reason, the Av battle is what not even Av. What was it? I think it was Loso was when they just said, "All right, we're done booking him over here," because he pretty much he cooked everybody in his class outside of Fonz. He cooked. Yeah, he added he won versus Twerk. I don't know why everybody has the revisionist history about that one. He won that.
I got him beating Twerk.
Av battle was a debatable, even though y'all want to try and throw dubs on it because he choked in the first round. That was a debatable battle on Gnome of all cards. It was debatable. It was debatable.
I just said it wasn't to me. We got different opinion on that.
I bet it wasn't. I bet it wasn't. And you know, while we talking about fun, salute to the state of Ohio. Ohio State, y'all were well represented. You know what I'm saying? Cleveland was happening. Toledo, Cincinnati. Salute to the whole entire state of Ohio. Y'all were well represented. This Michigan nigga had y'all fucked up. It's all right. Michigan always has Ohio fucked up every year. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But look,
Ohio
nigga went out there and put in work. Put in work.
What was that supposed to do?
What you mean? What is it supposed to do? I'm just shouting niggas out. What do you mean? What it's supposed to do? I'm just shouting niggas out.
Shout out to the Midwest.
Shout out to Ohio.
That's what region they're in.
Well, that's not the say the state, nigga.
You already said it. I don't need to.
No. You say it, nigga. Shout him out.
I shouted out,
nigga.
I shouted out five.
This nigga. He's so biased. He can't even salute the state that put in work on Summer Madness. Look at
the
this
state
nigga.
got to do with his performance. He
the nerve of a nigga.
He represent the camp, man. Shout out to the camp out. Shout out to camp out.
All right.
New Midwest movement. Oh, and by the way, Persavia, they mentioned she was on URL. She battled Fonz in the tournament. Totally forgot about that. So she does have a URL like battle per se. I mean, it counts. It counts. It's a URL. She was in the UM tournament. It counts. I just forgot about it because she kind of got washed and I ain't see her again. But
you said Ohio ain't Midwest to you. What's Midwest to you then?
I don't listen to people like that. He's geographically inclined or something. I don't know.
Well, I mean, when I look at the map, I'd say shit to have fun. But hey, if it's classified as something, who am I to try and change
Ohio's
history?
Ohio's about as Midwest you can get, honestly. So, no, that's it, man. I'm out of here. This was a good talk. Like I said, if you've seen Summer Madness, you can scale it from a 1 to 10. I give it about a 6.5. Like I said, when I look at this card, I see a lot of disappointing performances, a lot of standout performance, but I grade differently than a lot of y'all. Like y'all, if it's Nico's a moment nigga. So if you like one of the moment niggas, it was enough moments on here for you to be happy with the card. But me, I'm about replay value, good back and forth battles, and
yeah, look, we're all about good back and forth battles. But on Summer Madness and Gnome, the cards are built off of moments. They're built off of standout performances.
I'm in the minority in that. I don't care. I moments are cool, but if I'm gonna skip past your whole round to get to that moment, then what good was it? So, like I said, Ace and Rum was one of them ones. I did enjoy bits and pieces of Twerk and Hollow. I actually like that battle more than probably the field does, just because it was entertaining. You had one of the best performers performing and angling, and I thought Hollow was refreshing, bro. He was funny. He brought out paperwork. He was hilarious. He had dope ass
paperwork.
Yeah. You have to see it. Yeah, it was funny. It wasn't about him snitching or nothing. Hollow even made. He's like, no, it's not about him snitching. Like, you had to see it. It was dope how he used the paperwork. It was hilarious, and like he had dope ass rebutals and freestyles too to like compensate because he knew he couldn't go bar for bar with Twerk. So I thought it was an entertaining battle, but yeah. But the rest of these battles was one sided to me. Fonz clearly got Suge out of there. Sick clearly got Dizaster out of there. And Jerry West clearly got DNA out of there. And then the store run of all store run battles was John the Jonathan versus T Thompson. So that's really it. Give it a 6.5. And we're on to max out, man. We're on to max out.
The BM battle, okay.
Yeah, the baby. Yeah, that's all they was talking about. Baby mama dramas. They turned this shit into baby mama madness, bro. That's what they tried to turn this shit into. Baby mama madness. So I'm over that one.
Side piece madness? Damn.
Yeah, side piece. They need to vault that one. They should probably vault that battle.
They ain't vaulted some of the other shit they should have vaulted. You better not vault this one.
I would definitely vault it. But yeah, that's it, man. Anything you got to say? You doing a show tonight? What you got up? What are you doing?
I don't got nothing up, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a battle rap fix, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my goodness.
So shout out to Ace, I mean, and Nitty. You know what I'm saying? Battle. I told everybody, deserving of Summer Madness, deserving of being on a card, high quality matchup. I called it. Great matchup. Give all flowers due to Ace, I mean, and to Nitty. You know what I'm saying? Great battle. Love the battle. High replay value.
Top 3 performers to me were Nitty, Ace, and Jerry West. Those are my top 3. I actually, Lucky, I don't know if you're on Twitter, but I'm on Twitter. I actually got that graphic. That might be one of the last thing I posted. I did it from 1 to 14, the top performers. And the winners don't necessarily mean they were the better performer either. Like I got Ace second, even though I got him losing the battle. What that means is Ace might have lost the run, but he probably would have beat everybody else with that material that night. That's how good I thought Ace was. So that's how I do my ranking. So yeah, I'm out of here, man.
I wish Ace and Nitty could drop on YouTube. I wish that could drop on YouTube because I thought watching it was that's the kind of battle I think would go over very well. I think that would go over better on YouTube than Nitty and Fonz is. I think Fonz and Nitty, though they're different punchers, it's a little too similar in a punch battle. Yeah. Like I said, sometimes with punches, bro, they kind of just get to a point where it's just like redundant. It's like even if it's dope, it's like all right, it's just punching.
Which was Av's problem. That was Av's problem in against Tay.
Yeah, versus Ace and Nitty, it was a great contrast, and I thought that's what made the battle even better. So, salute to that.
High replay value, man. Salute to Ace. Proud of him. Level
very much so. Shout out to all the sand niggas out there. You feel what I'm saying?
That's crazy. That was crazy.
We got. I mean, shit. We new archetype unlocked. Sand niggas. We got sand niggas in battle rap. I wouldn't have said it, but shit, it got brought up. It's out there now. We got sand niggas, we got sick niggas, we got baby mama drama niggas. It's got niggas everywhere. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We got a lot going on in the culture, man. We got props. Don DeMarco made an appearance. That's crazy. Don DeMarco, shit like that. Man, the scorpion shit. I'm good.
All right, we out of here, man.
We are hitting characters.
We've been here for 2 hours, man. Thanks for everybody tuning in. Appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow for the pull up where y'all can pull up and get y'all bars off. Whether it's Mama, D. Cherie, Diva, Gina, T.
Hey, Les. Les, this is what they should have played for John Shotty.
Yes. You know I love you. What the fuck is wrong with you? My bitch runs the street at night, and I can't sleep. I can't sleep. I'm saying my bitch runs the street at night, and I can't sleep. I can't sleep. I'm saying, y'all, always knew she was a freak, but now it's coming back on me. But I like the way that pussy ski. This bitch never stays at home, always leave me home alone, whispers on the telephone. I'm saying my bitch runs the streets at night, and I can't sleep. I can't sleep. I'm saying my bitch runs the streets at night, and I can't sleep. I can't sleep. Hey.
I hope you're happy with yourself. That's all we got. I appreciate y'all.
5150 talk.
Signing out, man. On behalf of Nico TV, the undisputed voice of the West. I am Ledge signing out, man. Y'all have a good night, and I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Peace and love. Keep it battle rap. We are out.